Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot. And just some general messages. Let's see what comes up. These are random messages that I'm just pulling out of thin air. La 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 la. Using the spirit guides and the tarot as divination tools. Spirit, can I see some messages? Do you have anything that you would like to tell Cancer? Anything you'd like to say to Cancer while I have them on the phone, please? All right. Well, it almost looks like not a lot of you will be watching this, because everything looks great. Okay, the World card and the Moon in reverse signifies the major arcana here, right? Saying that there might not be the end to a cycle because new information has surfaced. But it's healing information. Information you can easily let go and see hope, like it was like brighter days. This information is good information. It's like closure of sorts, right? Like I feel very free, relieved is the feeling, right? And I can finally put something behind me. Because before I might have been up in my head about it a little bit, like second guessing, trying to figure out or trying to figure it out. Like, you know, I'm assuming this or I'm assuming that, or it's just whatever makes sense to me. Do you understand? Justifying it or replaying it or something like that. But since that, like I said, I'm going to look a little bit further into the World card because I want to know exactly what cycle was not closed. How was it open? Did these people call you? Did you get some kind of, I don't know, little birdie that came in on your doorstep and gave you a little whistle? Or, I mean, what was it? What was it that held that door open? But also the World card here would signify that because this information has come out, that door probably remains open from now on. You know, where it had been like squeak shut and there might just have been a little bit of crack. It's a lot more open now, right? So even to the way of repaired relationships, mother, father, sister, you know, family, cousin, something of that nature, a repaired relationship. We're moving away from any kind of, like I said, negative attachments, resentments, something of that nature, even a negative sense of self. Because this thing happened to me, it must mean that I'm a bad person or that I deserved it. I think that is the most difficult transition, right? Because that thought, that thing might linger a little bit, like even after this situation does come to play or come to fruition. I think that you pulling that, because I don't know, muscle memory, a cast, atrophied, you know, a bonsai tree. You know, if it is held in one area for too long, it'll start to grow that way. Just keep making that face. It'll get stuck that way. So the same thing happens with our emotions and our thought patterns, right? Trauma is stored in the body. Or, you know, little side notes here. Like I said, this isn't necessarily your situation. It's just wordplay to help you kind of get the gist of things. All right. So yeah, whatever thoughts that you had about yourself or this person could linger. I'd say indefinitely, but the Six of Swords actually does show successful movement away from troubled waters into calmer waters, except that it's a little bit, you know, difficult, like briars in your sock. It keeps getting stuck, you know. All right. Can I see a little bit more about the World card? Can I see a little bit more about the World card, please? Oh, there's a Ten of Cups again. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles. All right. Side note, somebody might have been having some money, financial issues that kind of forced the hand, because, you know, family's always there. Blood is thicker than water is the short form, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune here, it would lead me to believe that because of some sort of financial difficulties, you know, you are forced, or they are forced to come to you, because there's really nobody to ask. And yes, I know we were having problems or situations or this, that, and the other. Or maybe the money issue, the financial issue is what, you know, brings to the forefront or makes obvious that they don't do this or they weren't doing that. Whatever it was that they were doing to go ahead and sever this relationship, I see it blooming again. Okay, like I said, with the Ten of Cups, ooh, we are putting the wands down. Confidence. And empathy. What? But I won't be able to pay you back for a little bit because I am just in a very, very big pinch. That's another side note. Okay, so just thinking about it, right? Or maybe you won't be able to give the said finances. I won't be able to share with you. You're coming to me for money. I won't be able to give it to you because I am pretty much in the same boat. But then we get that balance, right? That even kind of playing field, and maybe that turns into coffee. Or look, even then, some sort of, I don't know, harebrained scheme with Thelma and Louise kind of thing, where y'all both kind of go hand in hand and have to wear, like the get-along shirt, right? Y'all were fighting and the universe put y'all in a get-along shirt and kind of strapped y'all down and made y'all kind of work together for a common goal. Woo, I don't know. It's a romantic story, but I'm not beneath telling it. So happy holidays. I do see the Star card, so there's a lot of major arcana ordaining this union or this reunion. See, and like I said, with the Ten of Cups there twice, it's a coming together. The Five of Wands is in the reverse, so it does denote an end of competition or competitiveness, or I'm just arguing with you for the sake of arguing. I don't even know what we're talking about. You know, that kind of situation. Like I said, also with the Queen of Wands right here and the Page of Cups, there is some empathy. There's some sympathy. I have had a new way of thinking and like confident about it. I'm confident about how to go about this and how to squash this beef, right? But that's just a side note. Like I said, that wasn't their primary mode of transportation. That wasn't what brought them to you. That wasn't what got them there. That was pretty much like, I don't know, an eviction or a layoff, something similar to that brought them to you. And then, like I said, because y'all are both together doing the same thing. Well, I ain't got it. You got it. I ain't got it. And you'll have to kind of work together. Well, through working together, I think that you notice a difference in this person. Something has changed. Something has changed. And it like really allows your heart to heal and let past instances go. Also, that would also explain the thing that was once hidden kind of coming to light, right? They had separated themselves from you, or you had separated yourself from them, even. Because with the saga that's been going on with Cancer, wasn't you that kind of separated yourself from family, right? And now you're having to come back. Yeah. Oh. But then in itself, like they could only speculate or they could only gossip about it because they only knew the version of you before you walked away, right? Now you had to walk away and do some healing, right? You had to figure out exactly where you were with this new information that you didn't really want to tell anybody about, but you started blooming into this revelation of yours that you had started blooming you into a new creature. And now on the back end of some kind of trial and tribulation, you have to go back and ta-da. And it's not like you're trying to unveil yourself, because like any good growth story, you're not really recognizing exactly to what level you have healed or changed, or these things and information have changed how you operate in the world around you. But with the Star card, like I said, like there's some major arcana here. The World in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, right? The Star card twice, because she did come out in the imagined spread. Imagined? What the fuck? Original. It is going to be a lot different than you imagine, because you see how there's a whole bunch of worms coming out of her head right there? It's a whole bunch of little worms, right? So maybe what I was thinking is that it was going to be a little bit different. It was going to be a little bit stressful. I was kind of probably holding a lot of tension in my shoulders and my jaw, right? Probably having headaches or grinding my teeth at night, restless leg syndrome or other things like that, and getting mad at the grass for being on the ground. Little agitations, right? But where'd that thought go? Oh yeah, the Nine of Swords in reverse. Those troubles, those thoughts, those worries are quickly put to rest. Any other messages? Anything else you want to tell my Cancer, please, while I have them on the line? I don't want to be talking about this when I go to town later. For those of you who are asking why I don't close my readings, I do close my readings. I just don't close the connection with Spirit. I'm constantly walking that way, so I'm taking it to town. I'm taking it on a journey to North Carolina. I'm taking it with me, right? I'm in it. I don't ever close that. Let's see. I got the Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, they'll bring it up later. Hey, remember earlier when you were asking this? Jimmy Joan here and convene with me in the background, and I have new information on that. I don't want to know about it now. I don't care. Something about some kind of Hierophant in reverse. A broken commitment, a broken contract, right? Because with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse also right behind it, I'm thinking it's something that we were assessing and reassessing and relooking at, and then we finally just decided, look, it's done, it's over, let's go to the courthouse and write up these papers, right? That's only for some of you. I'm not like waiting around for it to get better. I kind of understand things just a little bit clearly now. I'm coming to terms with it, because I might have been delusional about it before. I might have been trying to find ways to fix it. A lot of you, or some of you, could have gone away to rehab, you know, addictive problems, alcoholics, or something similar to that, or actually, you know, went to the mental hospital and like got put on some, you know, other stuff, and then it kind of comes to, you kind of come to realize that it's not only through the meds, but it is through separation from this person that your life is better, so that you can put the relationship where it goes and salvage the relationship, because you're not forcing it to be something that it's not. I hope that made sense for you. It's kind of a hard concept repetitively for me to get people to grasp when I'm coaching them, you know. So I hope that you like grabbed it like a light switch. Sometimes the people around us can influence us through no spell work or things like that. Just their energy itself can put us in situations that, unless they're also self-aware and then moving towards, you know, positive reinforcements and, you know, ascension goals, then we can get stuck in a little rut And then they'll start to judge us for that little rut, but it's their rut, you know? Anyway, Nine of Swords, I don't think that that's necessarily something that needs to be spoken on, because I think that the truth prevails in this situation. I think that it's obvious, right? It kind of glows, it sparkles in the dark. You know, there's no getting away from it, kind of thing. Right? And I see that there might be some kind of doubt when it comes to it. Sometimes, like, you're like, nah. But yeah, I mean, the signs, the symptoms, the things, everything, the way they walk, talk, act, everything about the situation leads weight to confirmation in a way. Right? But thank God that the relationship itself can be salvaged, because I'm going to go back to that point one more time. Thank God this relationship can be salvaged, because I'm not disillusioned and forcing it to be something that it was never meant to be. Right? They're just supposed to be a support player. Right? A very good support player. But they're not supposed to be my husband. Imagine that. But I kept trying to force them into that role. And it made me kind of insecure. It made me feel some type of way, because there was some sort of energy suggesting, but then making me feel insecure, because it wasn't a fit, or they were backing away, or this, that, and the other. Well, that's because it wasn't necessarily their destiny. It's just y'all got together, never really felt love before, so that any kind of real bond was kind of tried to shove. No, this has to be a relationship because it works. No. I mean, I can dig a hole with a spoon, but that's not really what it's meant for. And eventually I'm going to stress that spoon out, bend the spoon, ruin the spoon, and then I won't be able to use it to eat. But if that spoon kind of goes away before I break it or traumatize it or bend it, then it can probably still be used for its function. And then I can go find the shovel, because I'm digging a hole and I need a shovel, not a spoon. Hope y'all are grabbing some of this, because like I said, just random, I'm just kind of spitting it out. Let's see, do we have anything else for my Cancer while they're here? We're at 17 minutes. I still have time. Anyway, let's kick it, baby. What do we have for my Cancer? Anything closer to the 3D? How far to the 3D can you get? How close to the 3D can you get me? No, that's a no. That's a negative. Sorry guys, y'all gonna have to meet me on my level. I can't come down any further. We live in La La Land here, and it's nice. They agree. Anyway, okay, so this reading has gone from you to more of a conversation with just me and them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this reading and take advantage of the situation, because I do enjoy our time together. And I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And see you again real soon.